Ladies and gentlemen of the SRG universe, the following program is scheduled for one fall. This is Talk of the Universe. Ladies and gentlemen of the SRG universe, the following program is scheduled for one fall. This is Talk of the Universe. Ladies and gentlemen of the SRG universe, the following program is scheduled for one fall. This is Talk.
Hello, folks, and welcome to this week's episode of Talk of the Universe. I am your host today, Mr. Chibi, and I have a blank screen next to me because coming out from behind the curtain, the one, the only, Jeremy Steigerwald, practice site, making his entrance. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm amazing. I'm really great. I'm also doing well. So thank you
That is
for
good.
asking.
That is good. That is good. Also joining us via voice chat only, we have the SRG BOSS Steve Rest coming in eventually. But folks, we
Oh,
got
hey man,
oh, we're right now. Sweet.
gorgeous new artwork featured in Grand Pack Waves 3. Can we get that up on the screen? Something nice.
And of course, making our the man in the background today, Mr. Brian Wait for it Schmidt, work a little harder than normal, and the flag is gone from the moon. That is always good. Oh, hey, man. And thank you for that tier 1 sub. 19 months. Always nice. Oh, it was there for a second. That was the wrong one, though. There we go. Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Edition. Go on the Kickstarter. What? That wasn't the one, right? Yeah. Okay, but either way, folks, we've got a good show for you tonight. We've got your 3Ps, a little C, your post, your promo, and your photo of the week. I feel like we start on a promo of the week. This promo coming from down south, as it were.
You know something? I've been in wars. I've been through battles that break lesser men. But this weekend, I'm walking into something different. I'm walking into the library. Yeah, that's right. That so-called grim librarian, the man who wants to teach me a lesson and educate me on respect, discipline, and order. You think you can call me with your little books and rules? Son, I wrote the manual on destruction. See, the Deep South title ain't about quiet corners and page numbers. It's about violence and destruction. And Ken, when that bell rings, I'm not going to check out your book. I'm going to check you out for good. You can spend your days cataloging chapters. I spend mine writing history. You use words to build worlds. I use fists to tear them down. And after this weekend, there's going to be one less chapter in the story of the Grim Librarian. This is your legacy. All your knowledge, all your discipline, all your boring little wisdom. You can quote me on this. When I'm done with you, the only thing you'll be reading is your own obituary. And that is by the order of General Lee Wong.
It has been a while since I've seen a fun promo that just goes as hard as it can. General Lee Wong going up against Ken Fouché, the Grim Librarian, this weekend. And
And for the Deep South title, which by the way is about book numbers and pagination, he's in trouble.
also, I don't know who wrote that idiot's guide because I don't think it's Ken's. Because
Well, I mean, he might have needed to explain a few things to some of his tag team partners.
that would
But
make sense.
anyway,
I gotta say that obituary line was cold, man.
Oh, yes, it was.
how do you read your own obituary though? Like that seems it was a great promo.
I mean,
He said,
I've
"I'm
seen
gonna
people
kill
write
you
their own
so hard
obituaries.
that
I'm trying to find a copy of that book though. I was the tag team partner I was
Just
talking
gonna
about.
sit back and read your own obituary."
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that was a very good promo. Post of the week coming from one GM Calais. From the office of the general manager, I met with advisors all week on the following 3 important topics, and decisions have been made. The new global division general manager is Jeff McPeak. I mean,
Jeff has
we
been
just talked
nothing short
about the
Jeff
man.
McPeak.
Yeah. Jeff McPeak having a great week, becoming General manager of the global division. Awesome. Second point. Faction Wars will have 7 players and 1 bench player. Draft date is still pending. So if you want to be the leader of one of the Faction War teams, message John Calais at johncalais@srguniverse.com. And last but not least, Crime Wave, led by Captain, the SRG boss, won Faction Wars. He is allowing shots earned by his team to be challenged outside of divisions.
Actually, he has allows the SRG bossful shots earned by his team to be challenged outside.
You know, I'm paraphrasing what he said because
Facebook does this to us all the time.
Exactly. And
But-
once again, this is not the norm. This is something that he's doing specially for Crime Wave because they made a generous donation to his. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read that part. Sorry. Okay. And last but certainly not least, it's been a long time, and there are only a few people I can think of who have dedicated so much to what we do. For many reasons inside and outside the ring, I will lift the 5-year ban and name Michael Kirk the #1 contender for the SRG championship. So
This
he will
one is-
face
this one I
the
think is better. The
unstoppable
Mike-
prize fighter Simon Davner.
I think this one's better. The Michael Kirk championship, like that's not even a
Yes.
mistake. That's like very good. If he wins, he has to call it that.
The Michael Kirk guy. Outlaw Mudcast versus Simon Davner, the prize fighter, should be a very, very good match that we have. I don't think we're going to wait too long for that one. It'll be announced.
Listen, loudmouth Leo Larynx with 2 10s is vicious, especially in the hands of a guy like the prize fighter. You know, I think Mac Attack is pound for pound one of the strongest competitors ever.
Mac Attack is terrifying,
Yeah.
especially with the finishers that are available to Mac Attack.
And the inability to choose your own entrance card to mitigate some of that damage.
Exactly.
So yeah, so in a booked match, you can kind of counteract it, but a lot of the weapons are not available to a defending champion. Then again, that said defending champion gets an extra 10. So, you know, potato.
Gonna be a great match.
Yeah, whenever it does happen. All right, folks, we're now going to go to the photo of the week. This week, we had a little bit of a issue on the SRG PC. Just a minor change to one Mr. Brock Smith's entry.
No issue detected.
Once per SRG Olympics, when you attend the medal ceremony, betray your teams.
Teams. Yeah, that's a very important distinction there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they might have been friends at one point, but then again, this is Super Show. Friends change, hopefully as much as you change your underwear, right?
Well, I mean, I don't want to talk about people's changing their underwear, but certainly Brock Smith, I don't think he has any ground. I don't know why he was complaining about it. Why step back from it? You did what you did, and you got what you wanted.
Exactly. He got all
I mean, I
the medals.
disagree. I think people are here to talk about changing of the underwear.
All right. Well, regardless of that, that was the wrong photo of the week.
Oh, was it?
So I have my own photo of the
It
week.
should have been the screaming Dancy. We caught him on camera with the fangs out. I've been telling you guys for a long
also
time.
very good.
He's a vampire.
Well, yeah, we have been telling you all, but that isn't even the one. As a little bit of a spoiler, Nick Ross is running around with 5 title belts now.
Wait,
and as also a bit of a piece of advice, don't betray somebody in a multiplayer match when they have blackmail material on you. So
Good luck.
He's a bit of a Nick, that guy.
Yep. That's Pulverine. Golly.
if you could show the entire photo, Brian.
Okay.
Well, I will have to push down a little bit.
Yeah.
So you
Let's see.
This is Nick Ross.
Also, Mhm.
I was showing Nick that the person who he uses a lot is GM Calais, and GM Calais was using Nick Nemesis. So I decided I'd show him a picture of GM Calais using Nick Nemesis. And that's Paul Verino, right?
Oh. Folks, this is how you never get a title shot ever in your life.
He's got 2 ACCW titles.
Yeah, but I'm talking about LFF title shots.
Yeah, we'll talk about in locals why this one might hurt, but yeah, that's my photo of the week.
And then again, once again, the Screaming Banshee jump scare. Can we stop with the Screaming Banshee jump scares?
Look, I was there in person in Philadelphia when he just when he entered Evie Fresh's house after a vague mumbling that might have been an invitation. So just they slammed the front door on him and he came in through the bathroom. So that was
Wait, what?
Oh, this is the thing that happened.
Okay.
We're gonna have a special treat for you guys, right? As soon as we conclude.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and conclude this with the comment of the. Don't put him in the moon. Comment of the week, folks, comes from. I don't know. Just put it up, Schmidt. I'm getting scared from this. Oh no.
Keep people out of the moon. All right.
From Big Match Pete, as Columbus was the first to discover America, John P. was the first to discover winning in the LFF. Now, I feel like that might be a little bit like wrong, right, Steve? Was John P. the first to discover winning in this game?
Let's say on a consistent basis, probably. We had the early playtesting groups, and then we had some local tournaments in Legendary Realms, which he wasn't initially a part of, but he definitely joined it quickly and became synonymous with winning. Sometimes you don't have to be first to get
You just have to be
a
best.
holiday named after you or a discovery, So
no, we could change Columbus Day to Paul Verino Day. It would be a massive improvement.
Oh, there we go.
I'm okay with it.
This coming Monday is now John Press 1P Day.
Paul Verino Day. Got it.
Columbus Day.
Paul Verino Day.
All right. Either way, folks, that was your 3 Ps, your little C. Once again, thank you to everyone that sent in those promos, photos, post, and continues to allow us to do this segment. Folks, let's go ahead and get into weekend review. Starting.
No, we're gonna skip weekend review and go straight to spoilers. Then we're gonna go weekend review.
All right, fine. We're going to spoilers. Everyone's gonna leave afterwards. I don't get to do my segment.
No, they're gonna have a very important announcement after that. They're gonna stick around for that.
Okay. Folks, we've got a lot of pretty pictures to show you.
If you want, you can save the three single card spoilers for the very end. We'll show off only the finisher now.
Okay. We're showing off a finisher. All right, and while it's getting loaded up, folks, do remember that the CCC entries are due on October 31st. Thank you to Creative Goon for making his presence known, and I don't even know what to call that. It's glowing, and it's keeping my attention.
All right, so we have a very busy week. I appreciate everybody bearing with us as we get, missing Kickstarters, things tracked down. I will have to apologize and say that I will not be able to update Kickstarter shipping, I don't believe, until Monday.
Okay.
Took a nice family vacation, which I do every year, which was wonderful. In the interim of that, we had some water damage prior to it, which destroyed one of the floors in the Grand Machine Studios. So we had a little construction done, which moved some things around. Between that and the Kickstarter and the other two Kickstarters being fulfilled, and basically morning to evening at Grand Machine Studios. And I will go through the Kickstarters. I know there's a couple people who reached out about it, but I don't want that to be in anybody's hands except for mine, as there's a lot of moving parts to it.
Obviously.
On to some of the big news. I would say one of the biggest weeks in Super Show history. We have a Kickstarter live that you should all be knowing about and hopefully backing at any capacity right now, featuring Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. If the timing could not be any more perfect, we have this amazing event, Bound for Glory, coming up. And we also have Matt Cardona as Matt Cardona back on WWE programming through NXT fairly consistently for the first time ever. So I will say,
and having a match next week.
He has a match right next week with Josh Briggs. Awesome promo he cut with Josh and Ava. It was really cool to see him, and I really, really look forward to, his career and what the next steps will hold. There is a good chance where WWE realizes they have an amazing talent on their hand, and he is no longer as accessible. So if you don't want to miss out on Matt Cardona and all the perks of the Matt Cardona stuff for Deathmatch King and so on and so forth, now would be a good time to make sure you do that.
Yes.
We have hit a stretch goal, which means that the original version of Swoggle is yours for free. If you have it already, wonderful. You have a really hard-to-get character for free, as it was never for sale on the website ever. It had to get obtained through Grand Packs Wave 2, Wave 1 rather, and there are no more Grand Pack Wave 1s. So you get an extra copy of the Swoggle through the Kickstarter. And we've also just unlocked the one that was supposed to be at Grand Gathering, which is really cool because thanks to Mr. Foxworthy, we've upgraded the gimmick, gave it a little perk after the shenanigans that had ensued at Grand Gathering. So got an update. I've also tweaked one of his finishers to be a little bit stronger. I think that's going to be really cool to go with some of the promos that go with that. So there are going to be a lot of good opportunities. Our next stretch goal that we will announce is based off of WrestleMania's Ultra Dracula. WrestleMania is an RPG that is also live, and we're going to begin cross-promoting, and hopefully it helps us. You've seen some good images that they've shared with our playmats on it. That's very cool. They're going to have a stretch goal, which is a one-shot to play as a Super Show themed one-shot, where Raven's Blood Cemetery has been taken over by Vampire Bastet, and you and a team of your friends will have to defeat them and some of the armies that they raise. Should be a ton of fun if you're into that sort of thing. We will do our next stretch goal, which will unlock Ultra Dracula, who is an awesome character. Art looks sick. That will be at our next stretch, 30,000, which is very, very close. And if a lot of you guys who are not backing back, and if a lot of you guys who are backing decide to add Hornswoggle, that will get us there much, much quicker, increasing your value. So please, if you are not on the Kickstarter and you plan to do so, you can. If you don't think you could afford it, I greatly appreciate even a $1 backing, saying that we want to see your goal number high. I think that means a lot, especially to smaller companies like us. Any questions on that?
No.
I will repost throughout the week as I head to Comic-Con on the train. As I mentioned, I'm in Super Slam. I'm going to get some updates out. I'm going to get some spoilers out. I'm going to have the ability to add Swoggle up by tomorrow, hopefully, assuming I have Wi-Fi on the train. And there will be a lot of cool stuff coming in Comic-Con. I can get some time with Mr. Matt Cardona himself and get some videos and maybe talk a little bit about your relationship with Matt Cardona at one point. I'd say, on a basic thing, it is such an honor to Matt, someone I've looked up to for a while, as a fellow New Yorker, what he did with like Long Island, True Long Island, True Long Island story, and what he did with WWE and what he did after it. And he is not BSing when the dude says always ready, man. I'll show you timestamps. I can message this guy at 9 in the morning or 9 at night, and the dude seems to respond to every email, answer every single question he gets. He is an awesome guy, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for him. It's been such an awesome ride. So please, support this dude. He deserves every bit of support he gets. He is one of the most hardworking individuals I've ever come across. I mean, let's look at his schedule this weekend. Wantagh for an event, Comic-Con, TNA, Slammiversary, Bound for Glory. I mean, the guy just literally gets around everywhere, and he does it looking good, feeling good, with a smile on his face. Again, just truly awesome to be working with him at such a peak point in his career. There were some questions about what cards that were released. The 13 through 15s, I will spoil them further. They are released without the ore. They're very, very good. I'm not saying this as a sales pitch. I cannot wait for the 16 through 18s. Those are cards that I made pretty much specifically for me and my favorite cards. I love Spinebreaker and Tree of Woe. It's almost in like every single deck list I play. One thing I don't love about those cards is sometimes you don't have a finisher in your discard pile. In this case, you can splash one that lets you draw a card. Those are very good. Those will be posted as spoilers of some of the content as well. There are also 3 promo cards if you're backing the higher level. I will have posts and spoilers of those as well. Those we have upgraded them based on everybody's feedback. You can do up to 5 cards instead of 3. And then you get those lingering effects, which I think are super underrated. Let's forget the fact that they're keyworded, and in fact double keyworded in a lot of ways. The ability to have a floating reroll or flirting bump roll, especially at the end of the game, is huge, right? I mean, I throw a follow-up, and if I have a finisher that you can't stop, like, you got to win 2 turn rolls to make sure that you don't get hit with that finisher instead of 1. Seems real good. Mm-hmm. So I like those cards. I'm interested to see the power level. I think you have a really great opportunity with this Kickstarter. I think it is priced very, very well. Please check it out. On to TNA and Impact. I mentioned earlier that we would give the big picture, the scoop of the biggest spoiler in SRG history. I believe we have delivered on that promise. It is up for debate by many. I would say the Hardy Boys are the most successful tag team in the history of professional wrestling. I'm sure you could debate the fact. One of the most decorated world tag team champions, not just in WWE, across several promotions. That is a feat that not many tag teams can say they could do on the biggest stage. You know, this is obviously an Impact world tag team champion, an NXT tag team champion, a WWE tag team champion. I'm sure that there's more than that, but also collectively, huge success. Matt Hardy, multiple time world champion across different platforms. Jeff Hardy, multiple time world champion, U.S. titles, intercontinental titles. You could maybe make an argument for Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian collectively as tag team, not as successful as the Hardy across many platforms, but obviously Edge's career as a singles wrestler is unmatched by anybody in that ring, in that conversation. So I do believe we delivered on the promise of the biggest signing. I do expect an instant sellout and expect the website to crash. Please bear with us. I will be at Bound for Glory, and I will be at the merch deck. If we sell out, I will continue to purchase more from TNA and Impact. Okay? There are a couple disclaimers that I would like to put out there that were the same case for Joe Hendry and Mike Santana, and they're the same things that I'm going to reiterate here. First and foremost, I do not know what quantity TNA and their merch booth will sell of these. Okay. And I do not know if there are any left over, what they will do with them and what they will sell them for. So this is the merchandise has been purchased by them. It's been turned over to them. It is totally in their hand. You know, I don't know if they're going to have 20 Mike Santanas left over and they're on TNAmerchandise.com at some point. That is not a conversation I have with them. That I have no control over what they do. I know that what prices they will be sold for on supershowthegame.com, that will guarantee you them. That is also without the price of attending Bound for Glory. So just that is what is going on with that. Same disclaimer as this. As far as I know, the other cards are not made available online or any point, but they could be at some point. That is entirely up to them if they want to sell them outside of the venue. They will have 1 of 4 randomly inserted cards with a different card back. Okay. We will spoil those tonight for you. They are cards numbered 7, 8, and 9, and a card number 30 that can be played with any person with the Impact logo. Spoiler alert, it makes Mike Santana much better if you're not a fan of beaten submission, and it'll be very, very playable over the years. I'm being ambushed here. What's up, little girls? Why are you still awake?
We watch we was watching the fire thing, and we watching. Like, remember the fire and the water stick together.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end, we didn't know the fire and water marry.
Oh, spoiler alert! My goodness. You guys just gonna drop casual spoilers here live on the air?
And and then the fire one messed the shop one.
Oh, that's what she did. I'll be right inside, folks. Get your booties inside. Okay, so one of the cards for different pack, we'll be spoiling all of them. As I mentioned, Mike Santana gets a cool little submission finisher. It's hard to balance cards when they can be played by so many different characters, so it's just a good flat bonus card. You'll check that out in a little bit. We also gave the 7, 8, and 9s for these cards that are randomly inserted, okay? I bagged up all of them with the help of Matt Haas today. They were randomized and then re-randomized. There is no way to tell which one of the 4 you get. But there is one guaranteed in each one of those.
And
all right? I have no
both gonna be
intention
in
of
the Leon Slater and the Hardys, or just
and Hardy Boys.
Okay, so
No,
any
both.
of the
So
product
I
that they're
literally
selling
took-
there will have
What's up?
either of the products of the cards that they're selling has a chance of one of those 4.
Same for us.
Stream Lake Drop.
So there's a chance of one of the 4, no matter where you buy it.
That's a
But
pretty
there's
good
no
card.
way to know what you're getting, right? We're not looking, we're not checking. It's just the bags have been set up. You order it, you get it, put it in.
Okay.
All right. Again, take your chances. Maybe you get super lucky. I do expect the Hardy Boys to sell out. Just like last time, there'll be a max that you can order 8 at a time.
These will be up sometime during the show or right before the show, correct, Steve?
During the show, yes. They'll
During
be
the show.
available. Yeah, approximately the same time when the show starts. Just to make sure that they're for sale at the merch booth. First,
Well, yes, he did
That'd be
say to
Sunday
save the
night.
7 to 9, but sometimes Schmidt gets a little ahead of himself. It happens. And once again, Kempo,
what'd he do?
Well, you might have just shown the 7 through 9. Yeah, and okay,
What?
and to answer your question,
If
Kempo,
you showed him, let's show him, Schmidt. Let's
yeah. There's going to be a limited amount on sale on the website. And once they run out, as long as Steve can do it, he's going to be purchasing more and putting them back in stock as long as he's available to.
Correct.
The line is drawn. Hey, wait.
What is this guy doing?
Oh, I don't know. Are they in our faction now? Wow, that would change our
I-
faction.
All right, I guess you're gonna save Swoggle to the end, Schmidt. You're supposed to give him a little tease, man. Let's go. What's the first one on screen? Let's talk about these.
Sub finish, the line
The
is
first
drawn.
one is
the best one.
+3 power. No, +2 power, +3 submission.
Yep.
Just a casual +5 in bonuses. Gives Mike Santana 3/8 if you don't want to run the other one. It was almost +3. That felt a little too aggressive for a card anybody could use. I think this is very balanced. It gives you a nice choice with Leon Slater for now as well.
Okay. I think Kempo is now asking if you're gonna mule for people at Bound for Glory, Steve.
That's
They
literally
will be available on supershowthegame.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they sell out, I will be muling for people. That is
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
I will say when they sell out, right?
Mhm.
Joe Hendry sold out fairly quickly, and the Hardy Boys, I feel, are much more popular than Joe.
Oh, they're gonna be gone immediately.
Yes.
Number 7.
And
through
now
the
these
table.
cards are created.
Have I mentioned how much I hate off-color TLC cards because they get so powerful? He's probably talking. Through the table, lead strike number 7. Draw 1 card, bury up to 4 cards in your opponent's discard pile. So, folks, your opponent has an annoying spotlight that you need gone, or you just need those finishers to go away for a bit, especially if you're, I don't know, say, someone that can grab them from their discard pile.
They're almost decked out. You want to set them back 4 turns.
Just put random stuff there. And because it's bury, it goes to the bottom.
Yeah, this is a great card if you want to combat like came in like a wrecking ball and so on and so forth.
Also, it's a table.
Like again, these are provided to me with names from TNA. TNA has people on staff that are familiar with the game and enjoy it. So they give me names, they give me stat lines, and I input the effects.
There you go.
Through the table, you know, listen, you have table uprising, but this is a nice little swing if you just want some card draw. So it is a really cool effect.
Yeah. Number 9, Extreme Chinlock. Draw 1 card, bury up to 4 cards in your opponent's discard pile. Same effect, but with chin and lock and extreme.
This Chinlock is so extreme. He's like, you didn't see it, but he like jumped off the balcony to put it on.
The humanity. And then last but not least.
Yes. The number 8, Extreme Leg Drop. You get a leg and a drop at 8. I know we've had drops at 8. I don't know if we've had leg at 8. We probably had leg at 8.
Double leg takedown. You gotta love the Schmidt match, 7-9-8.
I mean,
that's the order they were in there. That's fine. Listen, they do the same thing, and that thing is pretty good. Burying the option to bury cards in your opponent's discard pile, especially in book matches. These could be useful splashes.
And very good keywords.
Like a wrecking ball is super powerful, right? Now it's like draw a card, you know, get past that end game. It's got a lot of utility. Definitely a collector's value. We didn't want to give you something that was a must-have that might be harder to get, but it's definitely a cool tool in your toolbox.
Also, all marked with TNA Bound for Glory, so you know when they came out, and with actual shots from wrestling matches. So always fun. I mean, it's just.
Let's go over the Hardys quick.
Okay. Obviously, they're a tornado tag team.
They went to the Carino School of Power Training.
Yeah, I feel like they're a little more power. I guess. When you roll, strike, grapple, or submission, add 1 finish of that move type from your discard pile to your hand. They get to do silly things.
Yeah, the key thing there, it is not a character stamped finish. It is any finish. So there's a lot of tech that you can do with this.
That's the fine elbow drop.
Yeah. Spam the double death drop.
Schoolboy.
Yeah, you got a lot of cool stuff. Check out those finishers that synergize with it pretty much.
Yep.
Grapple off of their 20, submission off of their 10. So, I mean, 3 triggers that happen 50% of the time. It's going to be interesting. Especially because they're all no disqualification matches in tornado tags, so you got a lot of extra potential. Poetry in Motion, finish strike. +2 to agility, +6 to strike. Add 1 card from your discard pile to your hand. You may search your deck for 1 strike and put it into your discard pile. Shuffle your deck. Interesting gimmick, or interesting effect. I think you'll know a little more once we see the grapple, because it makes more sense why this card says what it does. Finish grapple. Extreme combination. +2 to technique, +1 to agility, +4 to strike. This card is also a finish strike. This card will only be stopped by 2 stops.
So it's a tornado version of the King Brian Cage finish that also does the same thing. But with
it also gets grabbed by 2 different triggers. It's great. I hate it.
Yeah, they're gonna fly. They're gonna fly through your stops real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wanna hit them with an extreme leg drop. Pretty interestingly enough.
Mm-hmm. And that's Hardy. That Hardy Pops finish sub. If this is the first turn of the game, this card is also a lead or plus 10 to submission. So 10 to a 20. You always love it. So you can lose on turn 1 to just them coming out. Because that's how big of a pop they got. No handshake of doom, just the crowd makes you go, you know what? We surrender. We're out. Good show, guys. Good show.
You know, sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, but it's an or. So if that does happen, at least you don't get the bonuses as well.
True. Yes. You don't get a 10 to a 20. But I have lost to plenty of crowd meter 020s.
We all have. We all have. So they're very very strong. I think they're young bucks level, but of course they would be. Like
the Hardys.
Yes.
But they're very good at doing one thing. They're good at hitting you with finishers that they can recur from their discard pile.
They're very good at doing the most important thing at winning the game.
Well, trying to win the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as you mentioned, as they should be, one of the most decorated tag teams of all time. Definitely some counterplay options. You know, again, discard pile is key with them, but if you're not able to restrict that, your opponent might be able to go pretty wild on you pretty quickly.
Yeah, you have options against them in a book match.
Oh yes. And there are a lot of competitors that just shut them down.
But they're not gonna like the street cleaners or
Obi Law.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
Or anyone that can turn off their gimmick. Yeah. That's also important in tornado tags.
All right, you're gonna save Swoggle for the very end. All right, as you can see, I just got back in. I'm in some chaos. I have a bright and early day tomorrow. I will get the posts and the updates done while I'm en route to New York Comic Con. For now, I have to say bye, man. And
bye, man.
Also, before I leave, I will give credit when credit's due. This new higher class John P. is a great individual. He put me over in locals this week. He had me beat. I went to pass and bury my card, and he said, you shouldn't pass. You should play that figure 4 skull hold and pick up the finish submission. I can't stop. And I got lucky and rolled a 10 to an 11 after winning the next turn roll. So this brand new higher class version of John P is scary, folks. I don't know what to expect going into Faction Wars, but you can.
Did he really also roll a 10, so it actually mattered?
I don't know. I won this turn roll and won. I was about 4 cards away from it, so it would have been an uphill battle. But it was a very out of character, in my opinion, thing for Mr. John P to do, and I was very much so appreciated of the show of the sportsmanship. So definitely had to mention it here. Bye, man.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Steve. All right, folks. Now that Steve is gone, we can go back to week in review and do the second segment as the third, fourth segment now?
That's fine.
And we'll go back to Thursday night. Why? Because Thursday night is the best night for Super Show action. Chibi's Thursday Night Fights number 206. We had steel chain into a steel cage because last week was the night of stealing. In fourth place, we had Kobe Cram as Rosa. Rosa, fun Super Lucha competitor. In third place, El Hombre Cybernetico as El Hombre Cybernetico. In second place, TVA Commissioner Drew Matson as Terra Skull Grapple version. The Grapple Plus version. And in first place, Mr. Zach Ashley as Draculina and Calliope. Have we figured out how to pronounce this? Because I don't know yet.
Calliope?
I'm going to say Calliope. Someone else figure it out so that I can actually say it right. Also, in the special multiplayer matches that I am doing on Thursday nights, if you do not make the top cut, in a tables, ladders, and chains match, the Possum Kang as Executioner, Old School Edition, versus Titan as Shi McCoy, and Prize Fighter as the Starbreaker competed. The winner was Titan. So congratulations there. You're getting a little extra on top of everything else you got. That leads us into Saturday night. Saturday Night Rumble! Worlds collide. Super Lucha and Intergalactic competitors only. Had 10 players for that one. Our top, and they had Steel Cage in the semifinals into a dark match finals. Our top 4 are as followed. Aaron as El Hombre Cybernetico. Hey, seen a lot of that guy. In third place, the Centipede, John Von Masick as the Centipede, John Von Masick. In second place, we had TVA Commissioner Mr. Drew Matson as Defector. And in first place, playing as the birthday boy at that point, because it ended on his birthday, Mr. Fireflash. Hold the line, Harry, Mr. Jonathan Thru, winning with his son's character. Congratulations there. It's been a while since we've seen you. And of course, as soon as you come back, you're winning events. Good job. Never had a chance. That is correct. What am I correct about, Bambata? Oh, Calliope? Okay.
Calliope.
Cool. Alrighty, then we had Monday Night Fights. Monday Night Fights was Super Lucha Edition. So only Super Lucha competitors. And Super Lucha rules for the semifinals and finals. Our top 4 is as follows. In fourth place, we had Titan as Dia de los Muertos, Lucha Edition. In third place, we had Chris Pate as Draculina and Calliope. In second place, we had Ronnie Roms as Vic de Doom. And in first place, the Italian Bombata as Aerial Lipstick with Scrappers, Lucha Edition. The more things change, the more things stay the same. Aerial Lipstick winning events. Who would have thought? Tuesday, we had a very late edition of the Dojo. This week's Dojo only had one card going on sale. What was it, Schmidt? Big Rig Daddy.
Daddy Dig.
Oh, Daddy Dig? Okay.
Big Rig Daddy Dig.
Big Rig Daddy Dig. So that means that that we only won once?
Well, there was only 2 matches.
Oh, only 2 matches. Okay. That feels a little better then. Alrighty, that leads us into Locals.
I have not had time to film locals, but I can do it here live. We're going to start.
Go ahead.
Long Island, New York, Rip and Chip Arena. The report says a massive 12 players in the arena, so only massive people were allowed to play. These players were giants. Top 4 as follows. In fourth place, the gigantic Le Penguin as new gold standard. In third place, humongous Centipede John Von Masick as Lord Graves. In second place, the enormous Google Docs Dan as Patient Zero. Haven't seen too many people use Patient Zero. That's a great job. And winning the event, the enormous, gigantic, massive it was Steve Resk, the SRG boss, as Draculina and Calliope. So that was Rip and Chip. Undefeated on the night was the boss. And congratulations to him.
Okay.
And always fun at Rip and Chip. We also have Titan Legacy Wrestling in McDonough, Georgia, TCF Gaming Arena. where we unveiled the Titan Legacy Wrestling Super Lucha Scramble title. It is a Super Lucha division. It is defended only in matches with a minimum of 3 players, only Super Lucha decks, and Super Lucha rules. So every card has to be Super Lucha, your competitor has to be Super Lucha, and it is multiplayer only. So the opening match to determine the first champion, myself as Gio de los Muertos, Chris Longamoff as El Frenetico, John Hodges as the Swolverine, Brian Cage, Chip Allen as Supersonica, and Nick Ross as Gagawa. And we had 5 crowd meters of absolute madness and chaos. And in the end, that betrayer himself, Nick Ross, as Gagawa, winning the Super Lucha Scramble Championship. And previous to that, he also defeated Chip Allen to become the Titan Legacy Wrestling Champion. So that means he's nicked 5 belts, as he's got 2 ACCW belts and the LFF Tornado Champion. Created a monster.
Mm-hmm.
But as we've saw earlier in the show, he is somewhat confused as to people's identities.
All right.
There's that new higher class John Paul Reno.
No, not again. All right, folks, the other thing we forgot was Sunday Night Fights. Sunday Night Fights had 2 matches on the card. The LFF Tornado title match.
Oh, man.
And the LFF Trios match. LFF Tornado title match, we had... who's the champion?
Nick Ross, we just talked about.
Nick Ross as Kitty Corn versus Mr. Matt Pineapples as DTF. And this match apparently went back and forth quite a bit. But your winner with the cardiac arrest and still champion, Kitty Corn.
Ross.
Uh-huh. And the last match of Sunday Night Fights, you had the Candyman playing as Newman's henchman, trying to defeat Thinky and the Brain, piloted by Bob Dunn. And as good of an effort as it was, there's just some things you can't do, and you can't out Thinky the Brain. Your winner and still champion by trying to take over the world, Bob Dunn. Thank you, Candyman, for your amazing attempt to try to take the title from him.
I would say that, if he could take over the world, that might be all right.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So now we are looking forward, folks. Tomorrow night is Thursday night. So you got Thursday Night Fights number 207. I have run 207 of these events. It is still available on the website to purchase, if you have not purchased it already. This week, I've said that there's a Beast Unchained match. I am going to let you know that the finals will be in a Ring of Fire. So be ready to burn.
We not?
Other than that, we have big events this weekend, right?
Oh, yes. We certainly have a rather big event this weekend by the name of Misomania.
Yes, Misomania. Do we have
CAC on the weekend? Do we have a guest to come in and talk about it?
I was hoping we did. Okay, we do not have a guest for this one. All right. So,
Okay.
Once again, just for those that have not looked it up, competitors are in the World and Hall of Fame division will be booked. So, I forget how big the Hall of Fame for creative competitors are now, but it's getting pretty big. Huh. And it's as of October 4th, so I don't think there were any other changes since then. And it's a $30 event. I believe tickets are still available if you have not purchased them all. Can someone correct me on that if possible? On the website, there are currently 6 available. Like I said, I don't know if that is an official count or if that's just the count that the website has, because I believe you can purchase them in person as well, correct? Either way.
As a spoiler, I'm going to win.
Oh, okay. Jeremy's going to win it.
Yeah, that's going to win.
Good spoiler.
I mean, I scrub out of almost every CAC I'm ever in, but that's just because I'm saving up my luck for this one. That must be it, right? Is that how that works?
That might be how it works.
That might be a gambler's fallacy, but I don't care.
Also, once again, to promote TNA Bound for Glory, we have a lot of stuff to buy. If you're going to go to that, please purchase some Super Show stuff. The 6th row.
Oh, sorry, wrong event. That was Slammiversary.
That was Slammiversary.
Past that one. I didn't have time to make a fake Bound for Glory card.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we've already shown off the Bound for Glory cards. So if you're just tuning in right now, you can go back and look and see all of those wonderful cards. Remember, there are only 2 competitor cards that are going to be for sale, the Hardys and Leon Slater. And in each of those packages will be a random 7, 8, 9, or new 30 randomly inserted into those.
And that 30 has the TNA logo on it.
So any competitor that has the TNA logo can use that.
Right, of which now there are only 5.
Yeah. Alrighty. And
I'm waiting for somebody to correct me. 6th row guy is real.
6th row guy is not real.
Oh, well, then there's only 4 competitors that can use it.
All right. Yeah, no, I think that is it, folks. So, as Boss asked, because someone decided to jump the gun, we will show off Swoggle as the last thing for tonight.
Boss gave him no direction on what.
Of course, Boss gave him no direction. I knew it was going to happen. It was going to be hilarious.
To show the cards that Boss was talking about, that one's not on Brian. Sorry.
Oh, it definitely was not on Brian.
Okay, if you want it to be on you, it was totally Brian's fault because he wants it to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's my fault.
All right.
I'll take the fault. Ban me. Anyway, here's Swoggle.
Swoggle! Oh, gosh. His hair is amazing. Once per turn, you may force your opponent to re-roll their finish roll. Your low blow is also card 1 and 7.
I mean, that's exactly what I remember looking like when he was socking Calais in the Nether region.
He can run 3 low blows?
Well, I mean, we saw him run 2 right in a row at Grand Gathering.
Yeah.
I was standing 5 feet away from him.
He hit Steve. He hit Father Light in the wallet with that low blow. He hit a lot of people that night. This is Michael. No.
Well, he shouldn't have scrubbed out of the community before last Grand Gathering then.
The Leprechaun Bomb. Finish strike. +2 to power, +2 to strike. When this card is in your discard pile and your opponent re-rolls, add this card to your hand. Folks, you know how everyone loves those new lines that let you re-roll? Those baseball bats? Yeah, you might not want to go against use them against Swoggle. And yes, barbed wire, you get to force your opponent to re-roll, so you get to trigger that. All right, what else? We've got Finish Grapple, the Swoggle Crusher. +1 to power, +1 to strike, +1 to submission. If you broke out last turn, this card is also a lead. Well, they misspelled Leprechaun. That's not you.
We might have to talk to our faction mate, Chip. Well, I mean, I might have to talk to me and Paul's faction mate, Chippy.
UNA needs swap. Well, either way, Stink Face. Wait, ow.
I missed this.
Ow. +1 to submission. If you roll technique for your finish roll, your opponent randomly buries their hand.
Oh man. Did you have to randomly choose which hand, right or left?
I think it's just the middle because it's just straight in your face.
middle hand? My gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of mutants are out here? Don't answer that question.
Oh, we have a video to show too? All right, folks. In honor of Swoggle? Oh, no. Do we really want to show this then? All right. Let's see this. Okay, that was a little weird at the end, but I liked it.
I mean, it's just like showing a very sad person.
Yep.
I was standing next to the camera person for that. That was yeah. The one on Calais was really snug, to say the very least.
Oh. All right, but folks, that's what we got for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode of Talk of the Universe. We can't
You're
see.
welcome. I show up and it's very good for you for me to do that.
Yes. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day, Jeremy, to join us. We are going to go ahead and raid Effie tonight, folks. If you can, stay with us so that we can show some love to him. Otherwise,
Folks,
I guess I have a...
When you go into the raid, the keyword raid is Happy Hurricane Rana. Happy
Hurricane Rana. Okay.
All right, let's do it. Bye, man.
Bye, man.
Bye, man!